Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chapter 3, Text 21. Yat ācarati śreṣṭhas tat evetaro janaḥ sayat pramāṇaṁ kurute lokas anuvartate. Translation: whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I would like to express my gratitude to everyone for giving me the opportunity to share my understanding on this verse. I chose this particular verse as I feel that leadership is a very vital quality that is required in the world today. It is obvious in this age of Kali that people in general require a leader who can educate them on the true goal of life, as human beings these days no longer understand the purpose of this human body. So, one of the qualities of a leader who is capable of educating the society full of fallen souls is that he must practice what he preaches. For example, a teacher cannot teach somebody to stop smoking or drinking if he does so himself. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also mentions that an educator must first behave properly before he imparts knowledge onto others. Srila Prabhupada states in his purport that one who teaches in this way is called an acharya, or the ideal teacher. Now, let me narrate a short story regarding this point. Once upon a time, there was a young boy who really loved to eat sweets. As the boy grew older, his mother became worried that her son would soon suffer from various diseases due to his bad habits. Therefore, out of concern, she took various desperate measures to control her son, but they were all in vain. Therefore, finally, she decided to consult a wise man for a solution to her problem. After explaining everything to the wise man, the man simply nodded his head and asked them to return the next week. When the mother and the son returned again, all the wise man did was simply pat the boy on his head and advise him to stop overeating sweets. The mother was very amazed at this. She was surprised. Therefore, out of curiosity, she asked the wise man, "My dear sir, why couldn't you have done this last week? Why did you ask me and my son to wait an entire week if you were going to do something so easy and simple? To this, the wise man replied that, when you first came to me, I was also overeating sweets. I too couldn't control myself. Therefore, I was an unworthy teacher, and my instructions would have had no effect on your son. That is why I asked you to wait an entire week. I used that 1 week to correct and change myself. So, my dear devotees, what is the moral of this story? The moral is that we must practice what we teach. Only then will our teachings have an effect on the students. Another very important quality of a righteous educator is that he must always teach his disciples according to the principles of the śreṣṭhas. He must never ever manufacture his own rules that go against the principles of the revealed scriptures, such as the Manu Samhita, which are to be considered standard books to be followed by human society. A teacher's teachings should always be in line with the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Alright, now we know what a good leader should be. But how do we become such a leader? Who do we learn from? The answer to this is stated in the purport of this verse. Srila Prabhupada says that we have to follow the example set by the previous acharyas. But why must we follow a teacher? Why can't we just learn this ourselves? This is because humans in this age of Kali are very short-lived, unfortunate, lazy, quarrelsome, and above all, misguided. This is proven in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Prayena payodi sabhya kalau asmin yuge janaḥ manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hi upadritaha. Therefore, knowing how human beings are this age, it is extremely essential that we approach a bona fide spiritual master and inquire from him in the proper method, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Tatvidi pranipatena paripraslena sevaya upadikshanti de jnanam jnaninas tatvadarshinaha. Translation: just try to learn the truth from a bona fide spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you as they have seen the truth. We can learn this art of leadership from various glorious characters such as Maharaj Yudhishthira or even Lord Ram. As a conclusion, dear devotees, we can understand that people such as the king or the head of the state or the parents or even our school teachers are all to be considered leaders of society in general, and that all such natural leaders have a great responsibility to their dependents. Therefore, we must all be well versed with the spiritual books such as the Bhagavad Gita in order to instruct others. Srila Gita Jayanti ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, and thank you very much for bearing with me and lending me your ears.